Hello, everyone. My name is Nate Bickford. I'm a professor here at American Public University, and I'm really excited today to introduce a class, EVSP505, which is Wildlife Management. I love wildlife management. It's such a fun class. There's a lot of different components to wildlife management. It's part of it's the human dimensions where you're managing the people that are, interacting with wildlife. Part of it is actually the wildlife, and there's just it's a really neat class and very exciting to teach. And I'm excited to introduce it to you. So really, this is all about the principles of how we manage wildlife. There are some components of the kind of the history of it. How did we get to where we're at? And it's really fascinating because we're a very unusual country than a lot of other places in how they manage their wildlife. And a lot of that was built upon our founding fathers and how they viewed wildlife and what have you. But ultimately, this figure is actually cut quite nice, right? Because we are doing a number of different things to manage our populations of wildlife. Part of that is monitoring, part of that is developing new plans, what have you. There's a lot of different tools and techniques that we will work on and teach you in this class, and really help you build that foundation that you'll need to have a career in this kind of field. And whether that is assessment of wildlife, wildlife population assessment, habitat assessment, there's a lot of different tools and techniques that we'll be covering. So there are, obviously course outcomes. A lot of this is, we're building on that ecological knowledge that you'll have, and really how does the ecology kind of fit in the wildlife management realm. We'll teach you a lot of different methods and techniques, both as a assessment for habitat, but also for populations of wildlife, and then start looking at, how do we apply those techniques. And there's a lot of different mechanisms here that can be used, and depending on where you're at, what kind of species, what kind of habitat, we'll walk through a lot of those different methods. And it's pretty exciting stuff. There is a lot of variation within wildlife management. So if you're managing small birds, it's very different than if you're managing ungulates. Yeah, a lot of variation, and it's an exciting class because of that. There are no prereqs. Like a lot of these classes, a basic understanding of ecology can be very important. And depending on what classes you've had before this, here's some other classes in the area that you may need: restoration, ecology, maybe fisheries, conservation, environmental ethics, what have you. So these are some of the other courses. Some of them you may have already had or you will take into the future. But wildlife management is an exciting field. And I look forward to having you guys in the class, and whether it's this class or another class. And I wish you the best. And yeah, I hope to see you across the screen. Have a wonderful day.